Kane Green was a quiet, hard-working chef at one of New York City's top restaurants. Known for his discipline, humility, and flawless cooking, he dreamed of one day opening his own restaurant, a small place where every dish told a story of love and struggle. But dreams don't survive long when power and jealousy are at the table. Kane worked under the restaurant's owner, Richard Cavanaugh, a celebrity chef with a reputation for arrogance and control. Behind the fancy decor and glowing reviews, the kitchen was ruled by fear. One evening, after a heated argument about unpaid wages and Kane's resignation notice, Richard was found dead in his office, stabbed with a kitchen knife. The knife had Kane's fingerprints on it. The police didn't look any further. By morning, the headlines read, "Top chef slaughters his boss in rage over money." Kane was arrested in front of his staff, still wearing his blood-stained apron from the night service. He tried to explain that he had left early, that he'd used that same knife to prepare dinner. But the officers ignored him. At the trial, the prosecution built their story like a well-seasoned dish. Jealousy, anger, motive. They said Kane killed Richard after being denied a promotion. The jury believed it. The judge gave him 35 years in prison. Behind bars, Kane's world fell apart. His fiancée moved on. His restaurant dream faded, but his spirit refused to die. "The truth doesn't spoil," he told himself every night. "It just waits to be served." Nearly 2 decades later, a young investigative journalist named Claire Donovan stumbled upon Kane's case while researching wrongful convictions in New York. Something about it felt off. The evidence too clean, the investigation too quick. She started digging. After months of searching, Claire uncovered a piece of erased security footage from the restaurant's office corridor. It showed Richard's business partner, Henry Miles, entering the office just minutes before the murder and leaving with a duffel bag. Henry had fled to Europe days later, living comfortably off millions siphoned from the company's accounts. Worse, Claire found that a corrupt detective had hidden the footage in exchange for a hefty bribe. When the truth finally came out, Kane's conviction was overturned. After 18 long years, he walked out of prison. Older, quieter, but free reporters surrounded him, shouting questions. Kane just looked into the camera and said, "Freedom came late, but at least truth didn't stay buried." A year later, Kane opened his own restaurant, The Second Chance. This is True Crime Mine, where we don't just tell stories of crime, we tell the stories of a system that cries out for justice.